Vedavyasji, he compiled the four Vedas. That itself is a mammoth task. That which was in the oral tradition, he brought into the written tradition. So Ganeshji compiled the four Vedas. He didn't compose, he compiled it. To different rishis, these mantras are revealed. He compiled all of them into four books, classified them, categorized them. So after that, he thought that, these Vedas are very subtle, very difficult, not easy for people to understand. We need more simpler literature. So he started writing the Puranas. And he wrote 18 Puranas, 18 Upapuranas. And we also know that he wrote the Mahabharata. Ganeshji transcribed it. He dictated it. Now, after doing all this, it's such a great work that he did. Now, what did he want? He said he was very happy, but he wanted to revel more and more in the glories of Bhagwan. So one day, he took bath, got up early morning, he took bath, and he sat down to compose something about the Trinity, Brahma, Vishnu and Mahesh. And when he sat to compose, he suddenly felt no thoughts are coming. That Vedavyasji, who has written so many Puranas and the Mahabharata and compiled the Vedas, suddenly there is no thought in his mind and he is feeling lost. He is feeling as though, his memory has failed him. So he was wondering, what is this which is happening to me? Why am I not able to compose anything? And he tried very hard. Sometimes they say there's a writer's block. He tried very hard and, he was not able to write anything and he was just forgetting. So with lot of emergency, urgency, he remembered Brahmaji and Brahmaji manifested there. So Brahmaji looked at him. He said, what happened? He says, I wrote the Veda, I wrote the Puranas, the Mahabharata, I compiled the Vedas and so many things I did. Now, right now, when I'm trying to compose something, there are no thoughts. In fact, I have forgotten what all I compiled, composed, everything. What is happening to me? Brahmaji started smiling. Vedavyasji said, Arey, this is not any matter of joke or, some humor. I really am feeling I am becoming senile. I am not getting, any recollection of what all I composed. And it happens to us, as we grow in life, our memory starts fading. Sometimes short-term memory loss happens. Sometimes we just forget. So, he was thinking that what is happening to me? And he's supposed to be a Chiranjeevi. Now just imagine, we live for some 80, 90, 100 years. In that, our memory starts failing from now. Vedavyasji will be there till the end of the Kalpa. How many thousands and millions of years more he has to live? And if he doesn't have memory, what a terrible life it will be. So he was very concerned. He says, what is happening to me? Brahmaji, again, he was smiling, he was laughing. He said, of all people, you should definitely know that why this is happening to you. He said, but I can't remember anything. What is happening? You please tell me. And he said, don't you know that you have to invoke Lord Ganesha before anything, before any auspicious thing, and especially before writing anything, all the authors will invoke Lord Ganesha. Without invoking Lord Ganesha, Krishna could not have married Rukmini. Without invoking Lord Ganesha, Ram could not have killed Ravan. Shivji could not have killed Tripurasur. Durga Devi could not have destroyed this Mahishasur. Every Devata, all gods, all human beings, everybody will invoke Ganeshji first because he is the Buddhi Devata. And as an elephant head, you see, he also has great memory. Elephants have great memory power. Gentle by nature, sattvic by nature, and great memory power they have. So Brahmaji said, you just invoke Lord Ganesha and see what happens. Vedavyasji said, oh, what a dumb mistake I made. But what to do? I lost my memory. So with that, all my knowledge also went. So now, thank you very much, Brahmaji. I will definitely remember Lord Ganesha. And he sat down quietly, he meditated on Lord Ganesha, and no, everything again came back to him. What is the point here? Point here is, you may say that this is very terrible, only Hindus may believe this. You have to remember Ganpati Bhagwan and then your memory will start functioning properly. There are 2 points in this to understand. Point number 1, to understand here is this, that memory has two aspects. One is functional memory, other is psychological memory. So functional memory is that which where we remember facts, figures, information, data. That is functional memory. Psychological memory is the memory of experiences, instances, the incidents, things we have gone through in life, we have heard, that remains in our mind through a psychological impact. So we may feel excited, we may feel tempted, we may feel hurt, we may feel angry, all different emotions we go through, and those impressions remain in our mind. So memory is called chitta. So man, buddhi, chitta and ahankar. These are four aspects of our antakaran. So this chitta of ours is memory. Whenever emotions overwhelm us, we can't recollect anything. Whenever we brood on something, we can't recollect anything. Whenever our ego is very strong and mighty, again we lose focus. When we invoke Lord Ganesha, we are putting aside our ego, our emotions, everything, and we are invoking the divine. It can actually apply to any form of the Lord, but specifically Ganeshji is a Buddhi Devata. Gananam Isha, he is the controller of our senses. The five senses are controlled by the mind, and the Lord of this mind is Ganeshji, Buddhi Devata. So this is one aspect to remember, that whenever we invoke Lord Ganesha, we are putting aside all those factors and which let our memory fade away, and we are increasing our focus. Like even in Tulsi Ramayana, Bhagavan says that, Sunahu tat man mati chit lai. Oh Lakshman, listen to me carefully. I am going to reply your questions. You bring your mind means emotion. Mati means your intellect. Sunahu tat man mati and chit. Bring your memory. Chitta. Bring your memory together. Bring all these together and listen attentively. So Ganpati Bhagavan is the deity of concentration, of memory, of focus. And the more and more we remember the Lord, we put aside the psychological barriers which cloud our mind. And secondly, it helps us to become empty. Any creativity will flow when we become empty. The best creativity flows through us when we become empty. And how to become empty? Invoke the divine. Bhagavan is the source of all knowledge, all creativity, all great expressions, language, everything. So when we become empty, the Lord functions through us. Vedavyasji became empty, he thought about Ganeshji, and the knowledge started flowing. I'll end with one scientific fact. Every day there are thousands of cells that are dying in our body, including cells in the brain. So many people think that as we age, naturally our brain becomes lesser, our brain starts becoming less effective. But we should remember one thing, that there are thousands of cells dying every day. Memory loss doesn't happen only because of that. Memory loss happens because of stress, anxieties, worries, ego, emotional issues, hurts, regrets. So many things that we cloud our mind with, that there is no time, there is no capability in our buddhi to function. And hence, when we invoke Lord Ganesha, we put aside all these things. These are all the obstacles to concentration and memory. So we should invoke Lord Ganesha first. Before we start anything, invoke him, become empty, put down all the psychological factors. And that will help us to give our best. Maximum creativity also will manifest. Bolo Siddhivinayaka Swami ki Jai.